You didn't know there was going to be a Sunday Live, did you? Well, there is because we're here. That's right, it's your favorite internet celebrities, former radio personality, Paul, Leary, and Bscoop. There he is. Well, was there a,
Everybody loves a parade. I love a parade.
was there a parade somewhere?
Parade. I love a parade. I love a parade. Look, it's Gay Pride Parade right here with Bozo the Clown.
Yeah, you did see he supports the
I
LGB,
know. He loves everybody.
just not the T.
All his supporters are just jumping ship. I love it.
Well, let's talk. Since we're talking about dictators, let's talk about Eva Perón.
Well, I have her up.
Oh,
What an
there it
awful.
is. There it is. That's exactly the picture. And look at all that goop on
Come
him.
on. The same
that?
ending if you murder him.
But see, that's
Come on. Enough.
That's-
Jamie Lloyd needs to go away.
now. I don't know much about him. I know
Oh,
the director.
The minimalist. Oh, they love him.
A minimalist. But I mean, couldn't he have
Meaning
put him
no
in?
sets, no sets.
He could have put him in like white shorts, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Oh, he's paused. He must have got a phone call.
Who did?
Well, you were paused for a moment.
Oh, am I back?
You're back now.
Oh, it's a sequel. Yeah, Jamie Lloyd. Wow, I had no idea. Thank you for directing my attention to the West End.
I think it just is happening, just opened or just whatever. But there's also video. Oh, you paused it. You're teacupping.
I'm teacupping.
Also video because she goes out to the balcony of the theater outside to sing Don't Cry for Me Argentina.
Oh, God, another production where someone goes outside with this guy.
That's what they're saying. It's the same thing. It's very derivative.
Come on.
It's very, very derivative. Yeah, we should use that picture.
Put her on, hoist her up to the ceiling. That would have made a show. Whoa.
You mean?
Have her dangle over the audience. People are going to get sick of this, you know.
Have her fly, maybe?
Yeah. Have her defy gravity.
That's not bad.
Now, that would be a show.
That's not bad. Oh, I'm trying to...
I'm going to have to look at some of the footage for this show.
Oh, yeah, you got to check it out.
This is amazing. I had no clue. I've been doing a complete blackout of social media.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I did for a few days because I just felt like it was adding to just my headaches and just
Yeah, me too.
depression. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to see if that's what it was. Well, look at this wonderful parade.
Before the parade.
Mr. Missy. Look at this.
Oh. I love it. Well, what is all that goo?
What is this region here?
Why is that going to be in every production?
Whoa, look at that thing.
So somebody, let me see if I can
Look
expand.
at yours. Look at his. He wishes it was that big. You know, that's the truth.
Let's see if I can bring this up here.
Oh, you can do it, Charlie. You can do it.
Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, God. All right. Someone said this is the Phantom of the Opera.
Actually, I would go see that production. Now that's what we really want. Come on.
Oh God.
The next one, no pants. Oh, there she is. Aunt Mabel.
Happy
There she is.
Pride.
Everybody's favorite aunt.
Everybody's favorite pain in the ass.
Everyone's favorite failure.
Absolute failure.
Wow, what a beating he's getting on social media and mainstream media. They said, what a complete bust.
Well, he's a complete idiot.
Somebody's saying they were all paid actors. Oh!
Oh God.
I said, I don't care. 3 years and he's gone, I hope.
Oh God.
Oh, if we make it.
It's only 3.5 more long years.
Long. And this has already been a long 6 months, but it's not even a full 6 months.
Feels like 6 years.
Oh. No
Let's
wonder I'm
see.
drained
Well, that's just it. The two of us were drained.
all week. That's why I had to do what I had to do yesterday. I had to push myself.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
good.
no, if I don't do it, I'm probably going to be even more upset.
That's very good. I'm looking at these, layouts on the screen here because I'm going to figure out how to very quickly fix the screen. So, that you're in
Right.
the side. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. The way that I like it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had it that way when we first went live. Like, you had the complete full screen, which was perfect.
Yeah,
It looked good.
I just don't know what.
But you know what? This app needs to they need to fix that.
Oh, they don't care.
No, they don't. They're making a fortune off the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop.
Did I mention I love the TikTok shop?
No, tell me about that TikTok shop.
It's one of the most
I
wonderful
love how the
places.
numbers go up.
Well, somebody was. Oh, here it is. Somebody was saying they were at a.
TikTok shop party.
No, that they were at a protest and the numbers kept going up and up and up and up
Really?
because they were saying it. They weren't even doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Layout, panel,
Isn't that
grid.
interesting? It's so funny. Oh, do you like that layout? That's a good one sometimes.
No, I don't. I don't like it at all.
You want the first one.
Yeah, and I
I
don't know.
know. How come they don't have that? It should just be the first option.
I'm sure it's something that I am doing.
No, it's not, because when I used to host them, I used to always say, wait a minute. How do you get back to the original layout?
Just like the original Princess Leia.
Yeah. We don't want AI.
Pull and
Boop,
pull.
boop, 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 boop. I heard fireworks last night. Did you?
No, where?
I have no clue. I had my window open, so I was like, "Wait, where is that coming from?" And I'm thinking, so was looking online like a maniac, and all I can think of is maybe Charlestown or Quincy because they were both kind of celebrating between today and yesterday. The 250th, and I
They
think,
were?
yeah.
No, I don't. I mean, I know they were in Washington, but you're saying Charlestown and Quincy were celebrating. You
Well,
mean like the Navy Yard or something?
yeah, like the Navy Yard or something, like they always do around this time of year, I guess, which
Oh,
would make sense. But I thought it was later in the summer they do all that stuff for Fleet Week.
Fleet Week.
That's
Yes.
like in another 2 weeks or something.
Interesting.
Because it's always around July 4th that there's like a series of like fireworks.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
So I was just, I couldn't pinpoint it unless it was out of Charlestown, which would make complete sense because it was Bunker Hill Day.
Well, I was just sitting in the kitchen and I had some breakfast, and then has this ever happened to you? You hear your stomach grumble, but it sounds like it's coming from behind you,
Yeah.
and you go.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So maybe the
Oh.
fireworks are just about to begin.
Boom.
Uh,
Boom. Boom.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh, definitely a boom.
What's this crazy Thursday live? Why does it say Thursday?
Oh, we'll have to do stuff on Thursdays.
Isn't that funny that they have that?
Yeah. What the heck?
So yeah, a lot is going on. Bscoop, London, Evita. We also have Donnie,
Joanna.
Drump, Drump, Vita.
Drabita.
That's on the other phone. I gotta get that over here.
Drabita. And what is she up to? Crying, recovering from her day? Like, what is
They're saying, he's just so mad that weren't many people at his parade.
Now listen, that's what I'm saying. Now come on, where are all these people that voted for him? Because I don't see them. They're all on TikTok, and there's not many of them.
Hold on.
Not enough to win an election. Don't cry for me.
Oh, where did it go?
Oh, you're teacupping. Ah, Trump veto. Now that's a show. It wouldn't last long. Not enough would go.
Well, there's my foot.
Oh gosh, between you and Joe.
Joe, it is.
You should
Speak
sign.
of,
Listen, go ahead.
where is he? Where is
Well,
Joe?
where is he? Get him in here.
I
Explain
thought he
it.
was going to message you. Was that last week when he was going to be doing something somewhere
Oh, yeah,
something?
that's right. What was he talking about?
I don't know.
Uh,
I thought he said he'll message you or
did.
text you so we're, I don't know,
Right.
prepared.
So we're
I don't.
prepared to go. I'm thinking, uh-huh.
God.
Well, I never received anything. Well, the last time I heard from him was he made a comment on an old video, and I had just laughed and said, yeah, but that's an old video.
Yeah.
Because it had to do with the feud. All I do is report what's going on in the news. That's what I do with my posts or whatever's off Bozo the Clown's platform there. His friend Elon, who's also a bozo. And so they're both. So when I say bozo, I could be talking about a few people.
Exactly.
Um,
But let's also say that it was also Boston Gay Pride yesterday. Dot, 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 dot.
Yay!
And we both went out in different capacities.
Yeah, technically we did. Yeah,
We did, right? And
yeah.
the other
I
thing,
give myself. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I just dropped
What?
something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What did you drop?
Nothing. Nothing. Go ahead.
We did. We
We
did
both
go out
went
there.
out. And it was also, the parade was in conjunction with No Kings, Yes Queens. No Kings, Yes Queens. I thought was very cute. Combined it,
Yeah.
and we both watched it on television. Well, at least, Channel 10 NBC Boston is a complete
Joke.
failure, really, a joke. And if I remember, I think they screw it up every year. Even when I was in Florida, or I don't know, the last few years, I think they've broadcast it, and I just go like, what kind of, I don't get it. It's like they just don't know what to say.
Right.
They are, I don't know, but anyway.
It was too self-absorbed. It was like, hey, look, there's our van.
But I think I said because of the rain here in Boston, they delayed the start, and they had only reserved that little window. What was it, 11 to 12, for the broadcast?
Well, that was the
look
official time for the permit, 11 a.m. kickoff. So
yeah, and they have a whole crew, so you can't just say, oh, we're going to work, set it up and do it, and
right.
And then it goes, because then we switched over to the Boston Neighborhood Network Television, bnnmedia.org. and they had a full 2 or 2.5 hours of coverage.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch some of that? Didn't you?
No, I was confused what you were talking about because I didn't know what app it was,
No.
and then I
Now,
said
I
I
want
never
to I
know.
want to pause for a moment. Everybody, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Scoop missed his calling. He could have been an award-winning actor because he did not express to me he didn't know what I was saying. He made me think that he agreed with me and that it was wonderful and that he was watching it.
No, I agree with you because I've been to it in the past, so I just figured it's the same thing. It's been that way for 50 years. It's the same crap every
He
year.
and I, we were texting the BNN, Boston
What?
Neighborhood Network. Oh my God. Oh my,
Oh, I
this
just
is
meant I agree with you
outrageous.
in the sense of like, oh yeah, isn't it wonderful? I love
No,
it.
no, no, no. Everybody, now you listen, everybody. We were texting, and I was saying, "Oh, the BNN has many different angles. They're showing the whole parade." And he said, "Oh, it's wonderful. I know. I see."
Oh,
Unless it was Kathy Titzman, I don't know who was fucking texting me. I got to look back at my history.
it was probably that. I think that's who went out last night when you dropped me off. I think Kathy took over because she had a hell of a time inside.
I dropped off Scoop and I picked up Kathy
He
Titzman.
picked off Bscoop, who looked like hell, and picked up Kathy, who looked like $1 million.
Well, no. You see, and when cable first was brought into Boston, right? And basically most of the cities and throughout the country made a deal. If you're going to dig up our cities, you got to
Right,
give us something for it,
right.
not only money. So
Instead of
this
give
is
us a parade.
community access television. You know what I'm saying? So it's called
Oh
BNN,
yeah,
Boston, and they trained. And the thing is, when I worked at the neighborhood house, I was a
yeah.
teenager, but they trained me at their studios. That's really where I got my start of learning how to do broadcasts and through
Yeah.
BNN. But now they're a multi, they're on cable because they're part of the cable system, but you can watch it on the website. They have like 3 different video channels, and they even have a radio station here. If you,
Oh,
yes. And when I got back, that was one of the first places I looked at to work. And they
right.
had a listing for something. I don't remember what it was, but I sent a beautiful letter and I said, that's where I got my start. It would be wonderful to return.
Yeah.
Back, who? What? No.
What?
And, but I noticed, I think I shared a few things in the letter of, what I saw the potential. And they did do some new things, but I'm not working for them. So,
No.
but I do like them. BNNmedia.org, and you can watch any of their channels. And and they had the whole parade, and they had many different angles. They just have regular people like you and I. I mean, if you're a resident, I think, of the city of Boston, you can go
Yeah.
in and say, I have an idea for a show, and they'll give you maybe a little training or whatever. I don't even know how it works nowadays, but basically back then, I was working at the Ollie, the neighborhood house, so I would get the camera and the lights and the
Yeah.
microphones or whatever. They'd give them to me, and then I'd shoot. I'd videotape whatever it was. Like they used to have the race, the Ollie Road race, and different things, and then they'd broadcast it on BNN TV. It was a big deal back in the day.
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember those being one, and a lot of people would have their own little shows.
Yeah, and they were absolutely horrible. I mean, the most
Not all of
horrible.
them. Some of them were pretty good, though, actually.
A few there, yes, there
A
were a
few.
few that would rise, to the top. People that have sort of a
The rest
natural.
were mostly crap, though, yeah.
Oh yeah, and New York City was notorious back then. I'm
You
talking.
remember?
They had like the craziest people, like dressed
Yeah.
as clowns and like dominatrix and just all kinds of wacko stuff.
Oh, they really did.
Yeah. And somebody saved the tapes, and now they end up like on YouTube and
They're on
different places.
YouTube. I've seen them. It's
Uh,
wild.
That's why I always tell people, have some friends in Canada that are musicians. And I was talking and I said, I'd really love to hear some of the live recordings. And they,
Yeah.
oh, we never record. I said, are you kidding? You're sound guy like me. We always record everything, even when we're not supposed to. And lo and behold, they found dozens of tapes that
Oh, you better believe it.
and they remixed them and put them in an album. And it's
Wow.
a great, gorgeous album. It's the best idea I ever had that they stole, but that's all right. And, so people in TV and radio, we're always recording everything no matter what. Because, first of all, for someone like me, you have to have a backup, right? So if you're broadcasting like we are now, you got to have a backup. But not only did I have a backup in a professional setting, but I had a backup of a backup. 3 sources because
You
we
were
had
way ahead of Hillary.
we had servers galore. We had a whole rack of servers back at the Randy Rhoads show. And and people would think, oh, it's overkill. But when you got 1.2 million people listening
I
to
don't
you,
think so.
you got to have a backup of a backup.
Sure.
And I'm glad I did because I used it a couple of times, Now, little did I know before I got involved, and I probably told this before, but it's just the last thing I'm going to say is that she ordered the computers before I was even involved. And she got them all for cheap because guess what? They were fucking refurbished and used and they sucked. And they kept failing. And I was like, why do these computers keep failing? I did not know that she got them refurbished or whatever. Some place in New Jersey or something. And I went, oh my God. I mean, you need when you're doing video and audio processing, you need high performance equipment. Fucking New Jersey. Yeah, I'm crazy Jerseys. Come get my computers. They're insane. Anyway, so BNN and the Boston Parade and Happy Pride and Betty Titzman and everybody was there and and of course I was involved with all sorts of straight people, so that was boring. And
I live with them, so that's boring.
And no, I talked to this nice older couple from,
Okay.
I guess, the countryside of fucking Rhode Island, wherever that is. They were coming to see the Red Sox game. I think they were.
You poor souls.
I think they were rooting for New Jersey. I mean, for New York. And
I think everybody is.
they said, "What's going on here in Boston?" Because we had parades, we had protests, we had the Red Sox game, we had the regular tourists. I think we were being invaded by Canada. I don't know what was happening. Yes, so they said where we come from, we don't have to lock our doors.
Oh my God!
So they made it sound like they were from Ohio or something.
Right. I mean, they make it sound like it's a wonderful place, Rhode Island. What a crap!
Oh no, we're from Rhode Island. I went.
It's one of the most dangerous places.
Apparently, they have a countryside in Rhode Island. I have a woman that commented on the Paul Leary show on Facebook. He said,
and I'm promoting Paul Leary on the TT and the Insta, your YouTube channel.
I thank you for that very much because I
love
love
to promote Lucky.
Your little promote things, and I didn't realize that the Twitter was offline. I don't know how long, but I put it back up last night.
What happened? Was it down?
I really don't know, and I was so exhausted. I really didn't investigate.
Yeah.
I'm having I very mistakenly, I think I told you this, I updated one of the computers.
Right.
And my software is having a very hard time. I don't know what it is, so I'm hoping there's another update, or usually the software that I use over this time in the summer, July or August, they will send an update. So hopefully that's coming. And I didn't update the other computer, and it's working, but it's a slower computer, and it can't handle a big load. So, I'm really, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if this thing's gonna continue. Maybe it's. I don't know. I don't know. But the servers are in the basement. The Hillary Clinton Memorial basement servers. So I don't know if there's just if it's too humid down there because it's not regulated. It could be that. The thing it could be too humid down there. I do check the humidity and it was
Oh, I'm
so
wondering if that could be impacting.
yeah. I might have to take a trip down there.
Yeah, this
But
week.
I've got a new follower here on TikTok. My aunt
Oh,
Sandy. I don't know if she's on with us now. I don't see her, but I did see that she
hey
followed
there.
me, and I just wanted to point out that it's very interesting that she followed me because our communication on Facebook was that she didn't want to talk to me anymore, and so the fact that she's following me recently just started following me here on TikTok. She doesn't want to talk to me, but she will follow me. I don't know what that's about, but don't cry for me,
It,
Trump.
it sounds like a scam.
Yeah, no, it could be. No, I don't think so. I think it is her. I looked at it, but no, other family members have had people. I had an aunt that I don't know why. I lost count at about 13 or 14 Facebook profiles because she was the type that if she lost her phone, she'd get a new one, like an Android, cheap phone. And so every time she'd create a new Facebook profile. And I said, like after the seventh one, I was like, why are you doing this? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. No kidding, you don't know what you're doing. But why do you keep creating new accounts? I don't know the password. I lost the phone.
I
And
can't
so
find
I,
it.
I said, can somebody please have an intervention? Because no, she got up to 10 profiles, 12 profiles, 15 profiles.
Oh,
So, yes, there was a scammer that was contacting me as her,
wow.
and they were saying, contact Agent Jones, you won money. And I said, oh, hi, Auntie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Auntie, can you call me,
Hi,
please?
Auntie.
Oh, and now I'm getting these text messages. Oh, is that you? Is
Is
that
that
you, Sam? Are you
Kathy?
coming over for dinner?
Oh, don't you love those? And I've been getting a barrage the last 72 hours of your tickets due. We're arresting you if you don't pay $12 tomorrow. That's been going on for the past 10 days on my phone.
Yeah, they're getting
And
active.
I've written back, well, here's my address. Come get me. I'm ready.
Yeah, at least you get 3 meals a day.
Exactly. I barely get one in. Oh, I dropped some weight. Good Lord. Best way to lose weight, don't eat.
Yeah, that's what somebody asked me years ago in Miami.
Yeah.
They said, "How did you lose the weight?" I said, "I stopped
Get to
eating."
eat. I don't get to eat.
But I got this text message, a spam text saying, my cat Fluffy has experienced X, Y, and Z. Did I make an appointment to come in? I said, yes, bring her right in. This sounds very serious. Bring Fluffy right in immediately. And that was the end of that.
Why is
Uh,
there never a response?
well, I have gotten responses. I
Right.
said, I'll say, who is this? Knowing it's a spam text. And they go, oh, it's Melissa. Don't you remember? And I said, oh, no. And they send a photo and it's a Asian girl, real cutie Asian girl. And I'm like,
You're right.
"Sir,
I wrote back. You're barking up the wrong tree.
yeah, you're opening the wrong egg roll, baby.
Right.
And
Wrong fortune cookie takeout order.
that reminds me, I should have bought those egg rolls at Star Market. They look delicious.
Ooh.
They have this whole section, which is like for single losers like me, where it's like pre-cooked and you just heat it up. And I
Yep.
saw these
The
and I
best.
thought, oh, I should get them.
Oh, I used to love those little. Oh, I love those
Egg
things.
rolls and spring rolls are
Oh,
so good. But I ended up, I think I told you over the text message, I got this delicious, it's fully cooked
yeah.
macaroni and cheese. It's a baked macaroni and cheese. And
Ooh.
then I got the shredded rotisserie chicken and I put that in with the
Uh-huh.
baked macaroni and cheese, which had like, I don't know if it was like 3 cheese macaroni. I don't know, but it was friggin' delicious. I had to stop myself from eating it because it's like 3 servings, even though, and I'm like, I gotta stop eating this because I'm gonna like fix
Oh,
it. But it was
it's
good.
yummy though. Mm.
And you just, I mean, I think you can bake it in the oven, but it's like 10 minutes in the microwave and it actually is very good.
Oh,
And it's minimal microplastics in your bloodstream, so that's good.
oh, well, it's too late. I found out that years ago. It's too late. The microbial plastic and all that.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Well, Anderson Cooper did a thing many, many years ago,
Yeah.
and he had plastic in him. So if he has plastic in him, what hope is there for the rest of us?
Well, I was just gonna say,
Anderson Cooper, God bless him. I never,
Anderson.
I never forgave him for throwing Kathy Griffin under the bus, and I still haven't
Yeah,
forgiven him.
what's up with that? Like, get over yourself.
I don't know.
She was right.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, no one. I mean, no one's even talking about that.
Well, because
It
they're
was
still
just
in denial.
dismissed, and oh, I don't want to lose my job. See, that's the other thing. People don't want to lose their job, so now that's what's concerning is nobody wants to lose, but they're not journalists anyway. They're just little. Oh, stand here,
I'm,
talk about a cat in a tree.
yeah, I'm just doing my job. I know what I see. All these alerts. I got to turn off Channel 10, the app. Let's see. I'll look up. A headline, and we'll see. We'll laugh at it because they're ridiculous. Something popped up. I probably
Well,
cleared it.
here's one. How much do potholes and crumbling roads cost? Channel 5.
Yeah,
What? Why is that a story? We surveyed drivers.
yeah. Why don't you survey the politicians and the
Oh,
companies that are
that's
tripping?
the headline an hour ago.
Man wounded in a shooting near popular all-night diner in Boston. Oh my lord. South Street Diner. Where's that? Near South
Oh,
Station?
yeah, that's a that's kind of always been a shady area anyway. So I don't know why that's shocking to anybody.
At 3:48 a.m.
Oh, that's not shocking. That's a weekly occurrence.
I can't think it's is it the one that looks like is it the old
I'm shocked it's still there, to be honest with you. But
I thought it was long gone.
I did too. I did too.
Let's go back here because they
I knew
really
somebody who was dealing stuff, and we all had gone out, and he was doing the business right out of the diner.
say it again.
I was, I knew some people, and out of the people, there was one person that I
Oh,
didn't know, but I knew from just being
yeah,
out and about
yeah.
with them. He was wheeling and dealing right at the table.
I got you. Yep, yep.
Certain little things that
Yep.
are illegal, and right there, full. No one said anything. Of course not. It was 3 in the morning.
Well, that's what you do at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and there I
Now,
was being stupid, naive, and silly, and giggly and stuff, having a little burger and but I still saw it and whatever. Now that I think back, but so this isn't shocking to hear in 2025. It's probably the same guy doing it still.
by the way, have you seen the images of the armed and dangerous man for the Minnesota politician debacle shooting?
No, I haven't.
It's Channel 10. Let's see. This may be the one of
Oh,
the one of the only good
is
things
it
they've
a
ever.
trans? Because I heard they're very dangerous people.
No, as a matter of fact, he looks very, very Republican.
Interesting. I thought it was the trans people.
I'm sending it right
I
your.
can't wait to see this.
He's got a cowboy hat. He's very pale.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look at him. Uh, Bucky Larson,
Was
Vance Luther Bolter.
his roommate or his housemate or whoever he was
Oh,
already
is that
on
what they're
TV.
called now? Look, I know what exit he's using. The bang down.
But he
He's
was he was crying on TV with his with
uh,
his with his Papa John's delivery T-shirt. Oh, he loves God.
that's good.
He would never do it.
This is AI. This is fake.
Oh, there's just so much gloom and doom. They really have lost. I mean, look, it's just a woman and a man who've been dating and share a child died apparent schmurder schmuicide in
Oh,
Milton Friday. Oh, that's a nice way to start the weekend.
oh, happy holidays.
Yeah, I gotta delete this app or turn off the notifications at least.
Most of my
I
notes.
have I have too many notifications. It's making me anxious.
But see, that's what I did a while back, though. I had to. It was just like every 2 seconds. It's like, whoa, what? What?
Here's a new free movie on Tubi. I like this
Ooh,
notification.
I like
Independence
that.
Day sequel. Remember the
Uh,
Independence Day sequel, Resurgence, now free on Tubi.
okay.
Not sponsored.
But we'll take it.
It
How
will
do I
take
get a car wrapped with Paul Leary's name written all over it,
that
promoting
would be
him
good.
drive around Boston?
You know, the paint job, my car is now 9 years old, and I'm noticing that the paint is starting to get just, if you look real closely, I mean, look at it, looks good overall, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But I see just the little, and I'm saying, oh my God, what am I going to do? But some people get the car wrapped instead of painted, but I don't know I don't know how long the wrap lasts.
I'd say at least a few months, don't you think? I mean, I suppose depends on the wear and tear of the weather and
Yeah, that's true.
like how much rain it gets and
But I was looking into like Mako or one of those places. Remember those
yeah,
commercials for Mako when they paint
I
the car?
do. Yeah.
Because I love there's a color blue. It's a kind of a I've probably pointed it out to you. It's like a royal blue. It's much brighter than the dark blue of my car. My car looks black. I'd like to, if I get my car
Yeah.
repainted, I'd like to go much lighter blue.
That's a nice tone.
Yeah. Oh, I love this guy. There's a guy, all he does, he puts green screen on all these things. He's so funny. I should really. Oh, now, why did that come up there?
Huh.
Apply to be a creator. Well, what the hell do you think I am?
Yeah, what are they talking about? You are one.
Become a. Oh, no, this is. You know what this is? This is the editing software, CapCut Creator. I'm not.
Oh, you have to pay or
No, I don't think so. I'm not
oh.
sure how it works, but I don't
Oh, I
know.
know what I was going to ask you. Would you ever
Yeah.
collaborate with someone on TikTok?
Yes, I
What about
would.
it? Has anyone reached out to you? Like, I don't know, just thinking. You know how people are
Well,
all constantly saying, "Oh, want to collab, want to collab, want to collab."
yes, but I thought that was on the
Yeah.
different websites.
Well, that's yes. Right, I know. But I'm saying, why isn't there like I see more of that? I guess that's my question. Like,
I'll,
is it out there on this platform or not really?
oh no, it is. It very much is. I'll tell you the problem, and that. But see,
Yeah.
this is why I was trying to get you to do it with me. 2 years ago, is because I feel very comfortable with you. I know you,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I
easy.
think my emotional state, as you know, the personal ups and downs over the last couple of years and really even before that, it's probably been since the lockdown, probably 5, 6 years.
Understandable.
I've not been like right in my head in a lot of ways. And
Yeah.
I come from the professional broadcaster background, and I've seen even Don Lemon, who's now online, and Joy Reid, and a lot of these.
Right.
It's very hard to get used to this casual format. as
Wow.
opposed to we're following a clock, we're following a formula for broadcasting that you don't do here. And so it's very hard to let that go because we're
Sure.
trained to do certain things. So I've been hesitant to collab. And number two,
Yeah.
I feel like I get so overwhelmed that I can't speak. I mean, I
Right.
can't find the words. Maybe I don't know. It's nerves, but it's more than nerves. I'm not
No, it's out
comfortable.
of line from what you've been trained in to do. It's
But I see a lot of great people on here. I got to tell you, and
I do too.
I think though at this format they're better. They're better than me for the most part because this is all they know. They don't know the
I
professional
was
side.
just gonna say though, this is all they know though.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, which is fine. But I do enjoy watching a lot of these. And yes, I would like to sort of get up sometimes and say things, but they're saying everything I would say. I guess that's the other part,
Right. So there's no
and
need to say it twice.
I like promoting them. There was one young guy,
Yeah.
he wasn't doing politics. And, I was sort of promoting him and saying, you should try
Yeah.
this. And then he blocked me. So, these
Well, now
demons
hold on. I wanted to
play.
say, I'm glad you said that because, early on, when we did start doing this, though, we started this around what, February or March?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Yeah.
I don't know. I know it was around the winter close to, maybe October, November. I don't know when. But I remember when I was kind of going live almost even rogue here and there a few times.
Oh
And
yeah, you were one. You
I
were
was
going
wild.
wild.
And I'll tell you why I ended up pulling back because I was getting frustrated with remember I said early on, these restrictions, I'm learning what you can say, you can't say. And then the other thing was I was very proactive with people that were coming onto, and they're like, oh, well, I just got this account. I'd love to, talk. There was one guy who's like, I wanted to talk about, golf, I guess. He was going to do like a golf thing. And I was like, oh, well, I'll host a thing and you can just have the thing. And he got all weird and he was like, well, why would you host me?
Oh, that's interesting.
I said, what? I said, no, no, no. I said, it can be your show. I'm just giving you my platform if you want. And you
Is
can
it
have,
is it because they didn't have enough followers to go live
he
at the
did.
time?
Yeah. And I said, but you can gain followers if I just hit live and I'll just reiterate this is his show or whatever. I'll make a little logo or something. I wanted to do that because I like to do those. I like to promote
I
people.
like that idea.
I
Yeah.
like hyping people up. I like saying nice things and
I
promoting.
mean, that makes sense to me. I wonder. I guess. See, people don't know. Everyone wants that fame, that quick fame, that quick.
Yeah, I think so. But I think the other thing was too, it was interesting to see like, okay, I can see where he's kind of coming from though, like where he's coming from. It's like it is kind of weird because this really is, like you said, it's a very casual way of talking.
Yeah.
It's not like this is, whatever. ABC.
This is CNN.
And it's
You
like, okay,
know.
why is this guy like I'm sure he's probably thinking, is this dude like a creeper?
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
like who goes out of their way just to give me clout or for free?
Yep. I agree.
And I think you know what that it disturbed me though because it was just amazing to see how many people, which has really opened my eyes to the world and just human psychology in general. It's really sad how we've become as a society that like you can't even do like nice things with people because it's seen as it's weird. That's weird.
Yep. And
And that's sad to me. So I think, that's been weighing on my shoulders for months.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. It's hard because I'll just do it with you here and there now. If you want to go live, we go live. Otherwise, I don't do lives anymore. I won't just do a live anymore on my own.
Yeah.
And I used to all the time.
Yeah, I know. Well,
And I really was enjoying it, but people are so, oh, is this about Trump? Do you like, oh, you don't like him? Oh, okay. And it's like, okay, this wasn't why I went live. It was really to try to make a connection, maybe just talk. And
yeah. Well, because most of the successful live broadcasters are doing debates and they are making money. I mean, I don't know the full numbers, but a few times I've heard them, say whatever. They're pulling in probably the big ones now, people with five,
Yeah.
6, 7 plus
Right.
8,000. They're pulling in several $100s a month, if not $1,000 a month, if and maybe even more, depending on how if they do it every day. Some of these people are on 7 days a week,
Yeah.
and that's another thing.
Which is great.
It is if you're good.
It is if you're good. It's good if you got it in you and you've got the time. I mean, first you have to have the energy to deal with all types of people.
Yeah.
I originally did until I realized a lot of people are just wow.
And there's another guy on Twitch. His name is Hassan Piker, and he makes like $2 million a year.
Yeah.
And I've talked about him a lot. He's really sort of the face of live streaming. He really brought it to the national level. But he does 7 days a week. And I realize now in the last, I don't know, probably year or so, he does take a day off here and there. He does fly to locations, so he takes a couple of days. But it's very important because he's on 7, 8, 10 hours a day.
Wow.
Yes, and that's why he's making 2 million. He's probably making 3 million now. Who knows? But I would say early on, I'd say you really got to take a break, and because you can get burnt out, and then that's no fun. Because then it becomes work. It becomes miserable. You know, it's no good. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, you have been a great. This is my own mental thing again, where you're the co-host, and I know you, and I feel comfortable with you. Other people, you see, there are creators on here that have opened my eyes to other things as well, where I may not have the knowledge. It's particularly a couple of these young guys that talk about calling out the Democrats. And even though I think that inside, and I think, things haven't changed, and you and I have talked about this, both sides, nothing changes, blah, 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 blah. But they have opened my eyes to a lot of things. And so I almost feel like I don't even know where I am because I'm going further and further progressive. Like, I want real fucking change. I want new innovations. I want new ways to live and dream and housing and like, why can't this happen today? I want, and that's what they want because they keep saying now that they're young, but they're not like teenagers. They're like 30, but they're saying, look we've voted now several times and we get the same bullshit. Nothing changed. We're not getting anything we want. We had Bernie, Bernie's sort of a pivotal moment in our history because he really was the first to bring these conversations up about the 1% and how the 98%, we have nothing and the 1% own everything and they want even more. Things like we're working harder now than we ever have. We're producing everything, but we're not making any goddamn money. Well, they're taking in all the profits.
And as they laugh over the conversations people fight about when it comes down to, oh, well, who'd you vote for? As they laugh to the bank because, people are busy fighting over nonsense.
Yep, over crumbs when we should be together. Crumbs. I'll never forget the guy at Dunkin' Donuts years ago. I'm sure I have it saved in my phone. He was on MSNBC or whatever financial show saying, these people want $15 an hour. It's outrageous. Yeah. And he's making $4,000 an hour. Drinking a donut, drinking Dunkin' Donut coffee and eating a...
Camel urine. Lightly steamed.
But that's the normalization. You see, we're now years into this normalization of not paying people. And I think back, this is why I go crazy, because people really go out of their way not to pay people. And this is this greedy American, behavior that's turned into a mental illness.
And now it's even trickled down to even the basics of like mom and pop shops. Like, not to name a place near us, who said to you, well, it's really a side thing, but you can have a free hot dog. Yet it's advertised as a full-time job.
Yeah. That I've been seeing,
And I see that a
unfortunately.
lot too, because I look too.
Yeah. But
And I
I've
go, oh, isn't this interesting? You get 15 minutes to take a nap. Isn't that nice?
I was
80 hours, though. 2 master's degrees, a doctorate.
yeah, I think I overheard a conversation. I think the person might have been actually either a psychiatrist or a therapist. And the wife was saying they have him working 10 hours a day. He only gets a half an hour for lunch. And during the lunch, they often schedule staff wide meetings. She said this is a mental health
Yeah, it is.
facility and they don't consider people's mental health. Now, that being said, Michael Moore did a show or a movie years ago, and it just resurfaced. I don't know the name of it, but he goes over to Europe, and I think
Sicko, wasn't it?
was it Sicko, or it might have been.
Something
Yeah, it
like
might have
that.
been. But I
Something
think
like that.
it
I
goes to
saw
like
that.
the Netherlands or
It is
wherever.
amazing.
But the education level over there is very high. And he says,
Yeah.
why is it? He talks to the teachers, and they go, we give them room to breathe. We don't give them any homework. We teach them. We give them hands-on. We treat them right. All the schools are equal. Not here, where they're teaching to the standardized tests.
Oh.
They're like number one in education, and we're like 29th. and the fantasy is we think we know better. Even the education system. This is why I'm saying we need real change.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to look it up. Who's number one in education in the world? Ugh, excuse. Ugh.
I remember that, though. I remember that, and it was just like, wow. And I'm thinking, how is he even allowed to even put this together? I'm shocked someone didn't block him or blackball this film.
Oh, Michael Moore. Yeah, it
It's
might have been
amazing.
Sicko. I don't remember, but
I don't know what the title was, but it sounds familiar, but it is sicko-ish.
because that
It's wackiness.
they also talk about what the kids eat in school, and we
Yeah.
serve them, all the chemicals and the schlop and the shit, and they're eating, in France, fresh cheeses and bread and fruits. Oh, we could never do that here.
I know. Oh, well, we don't have the money.
Oh, it's too much. Oh yeah, look at this: China, Japan, Singapore. Oh, they're all over us. South Korea, Canada, United Kingdom. Let's see, where the hell is? The Netherlands, number 9. Yeah, Denmark. Where the hell is United States? Oh. And you see, if you tell people this, that we're not number one in education, well, why does everybody come here? And they don't understand basic education from when you're a child.
We used to have a country that wasn't arresting people just for walking down streets, but that's over with. They'll probably stop coming.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's already happening. People are not coming here.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either.
I'm sure many Americans are contemplating to leave. My own brother-in-law wouldn't turn on that event last night. I found out. Because I reached out to see how my sister was because I knew that the parade was going on, and she said, "Oh no, he doesn't want the TV on. He's in disgrace. He's mortified."
Well, it is. I wanted to cry.
Go for him, and she said, "Yeah, but he's embarrassed. He's a veteran."
Of course. What did they expect?
I don't know what you people want. 1 minute you want this, then you want that, then you don't, then you do. This is what you get when you don't think things through. It's called an uneducated vote.
Yeah.
No lesson will be learned from this other than the screams. And they'll say, wasn't it great? We got to scream. Yeah, great.
Right.
Yeah, wonderful. No one got anywhere.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I got to remember how I did that. Well, that's very interesting to hear because I've heard other people say that they couldn't even watch it, and
Interesting.
I was watching a live streamer here on TikTok. I love
Yeah.
the TikTok job. So, and he had it on briefly, so I saw
Ah.
bits and pieces, and it was embarrassing. Trump looked miserable, by the way. Did you see the pictures of him looking miserable?
No, I won't give him my attention. No, I'm making a new rule for the weekend. No,
Good, good. No, 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 no. He's miserable.
no, that's
He
not.
looked
I'll go look.
miserable.
I'll look.
He looked like he was going to cry. He looked like a baby. And so I felt like I wanted to cry watching it because it really was
Oh,
echoes of Germany and
yeah.
North Korea and all those authoritarian dictators and all of that. It's history repeating itself, and people don't know history, so they don't.
They can
You know,
barely read.
we barely read in this country.
Basic comprehension's at an all-time low.
They can't even have a conversation about pronouns. They don't even know what they are.
No.
They think pronouns are
Yeah.
are he and him or he and she. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't remember it. I went to the gate of heaven. The
Right.
nuns, they taught English. They
Yeah.
put
Well, they're
pronouns.
worried about the drag queens reading to children. Heaven forbid someone's reading a book in this country.
Right. The parents aren't doing it.
Nazi, schnazzy alert, snatchy.
Papers, please.
Yeah, papers. That's my new shirt I'm gonna have made.
Oh, I love it.
Papers, please, and walk right up Main
What
Street.
about the guy in Key West? You know, I'm always getting my South Florida news on my feed. That's where I lived for 20 years. And the guy in Key West who had a construction company, he's being interviewed. He says, "I voted for him, but I didn't vote for this. My people, my employees
You're
were all
not paying
legal."
attention because we all saw him advertising it during the campaign.
Yeah, he's saying they were here legally. They had the paperwork. They were waiting to get their final, approval, and he arrested them all and threw them out of the country. Now he has nobody working for him, and they can't get the jobs done.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
And he says, and I got to know these people. They were more than employees; they were friends.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that old saying: once they come from this one, and
Yeah.
once they came for them, and now they come for my
That's
friend.
what I keep saying. Wait till it's you.
It's not going to be me. I'm one of the privileged ones.
Yeah, I'm privileged. Don't
I
forget
sal-
it.
I
Wait till they
salute the
sign the
flag.
bill.
Anybody
Yeah.
ever see V for Vendetta? That's another good one.
Yeah. Oh, no. People don't remember last week. You want them to remember a movie?
I mean, I forget now. The generations that we have don't even know, what the yellow pages were. Really,
Yeah.
not that I'm not saying we need that, but I'm saying that there's a whole different thinking, a different
Right.
mindset. People have grown up differently. So
Nazi.
papers, please.
Papers, please.
Oh, my papers. I don't have my
They're
papers in there.
trolling, though. They're trolling. Don't you love that? I don't hear that much anymore. I don't hear people saying that too much now.
Oh, about Trump trolling?
Oh, it's trolling. Relax.
Yeah. I just remembered, I was going to say, I think I have ice cream in the freezer. I ate the whole fucking thing. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get the bigger one. I only got a little pint.
Schnauzer, schnitzer, schitzer,
Yeah, when I see, you're so right about turning off all this stuff because it is overwhelming. Because I see these little
is.
videos pop up of these police officers pulling people over and raiding work sites, and
That's disturbing.
a lot of them are American citizens. One guy had his,
Yeah.
they may have Mexican descent. Let's face it. California and Texas, they were all
Right.
Mexico before they were the United States. So there's generations of people that are there or came over or whatever. And he's got his passport in his pocket because he's so afraid. And sure enough, they showed up to the business, put them on the ground, kicked them. These are Americans.
Isn't that nice?
And they have to carry their passport in their back
Right.
pocket to prove. This is not the country This is not us. This is
But let
not.
me ask you something, because people, you know what people are saying, like this week and this weekend probably, and I've heard this now for probably 2 weeks. Well, Obama did it. He did 3 million.
Yeah, not
Okay,
like
but
this.
not like this though. There was a big difference, I think. This is like a show and tell.
Oh yeah.
Any chance they can get, and the force that they're doing this with is just, well, let's make sure 457's lined up to get it on camera because we want to show off
Well, and it's
our
also
big
very
muscles, and it's very in a very forceful way.
yeah. They're just saying something. They're not talking about the nuance or the facts or how things are done. You know, when they say Obama did, he didn't do anything like this. Nothing close to it.
It's 3 million deport. That's
Right. Right. The
yeah,
number.
we
Right.
understand that.
But the way that
Not
it's
this way.
done, there's a legal process. They had due process.
Due
You
process
see,
is being
they're,
jumped over though.
yeah, they're not understanding that. Um,
Why do they do that though? When
because
everyone said, yeah, but we did due process under Obama. Due
when
process.
you take somebody off the street and lock them up and throw them in another country, that's called kidnapping.
Correct. That's what I thought.
And when the government does it, they think, well, that's because they know better. But again, what's them stopping from saying, what did you do?
Yeah.
We think you did something. And due processes, see, they don't even know the definition because they'll say, well, there was proof. No, there wasn't because there was no judge. The proof wasn't presented
No
in a
judge
court
was
in front of
involved.
a judge. The proof, because someone said something. We're going back to the fucking dark ages.
That's what I mean. And then they wait. Look at that kid. I mean, taken, just thrown in a cell for 6 days. Oh, don't worry about it. At least he's no. Now he's got to go to court.
Yeah.
Now he's going to go through the due process.
You mean the young kid from Massachusetts here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I'm thinking,
Well, that's why so many people showed up at these protests around the country.
now he's got to go through the due process when that should have been step one, not the cell.
Yeah.
No.
They'll say anything. You know,
Shove
that's
them
why.
7 states away, like they did with the children with the trafficking. So how's that any better?
That's why, you know, that's why we have a constitution and we have laws. And if they're not following, you know, again, these, you know, what is it? The right to travel freely and all this sort of thing. And the cops go, oh, don't give me that constitution stuff. Oh, don't give you the constitution stuff. What am I going to give you? The toilet paper stuff?
Right.
I mean,
That's all we have is the Constitution. I only have the law to recite.
and you see, I go back again to why I'm frustrated with the Democrats as well, is because the corporations, and this is nothing new, this is decades in the making now, 40 years of the corporations and the politicians and the money that are in control. And we don't want that. We want representatives. We want representative government. I mean, look at now where, you know, the guy that's on the loose there, that white guy there, who with the Minnesota. I mean, that may be the historic symbol of what's about to come, you know. And I hate to say it, but civil schmore.
Yeah.
We're going to have to speak pig Latin because we're going to get taken down.
Yeah, I know. Civil W.
Civil W. CW2.
Yeah, CW2.
And in a lot of senses, as people have said, and I've said, we're already in it. It's sort of a cold civil war where it's digital, it's online, and the, you know, which has led to a voting. I mean, I still can't believe people voted for this guy again. I just don't get it. But I do see the videos of people interviewing their parents. You know, I don't know how old they are, but they're probably, you know, mid 60s, 70s. And they just say anything he says or does is fantastic. Anything he says or does is just wonderful. Now, this military parade may be a turning point as well, because what you just said to me, I've heard a few times now. These Trump voters that are embarrassed that he had military tanks And Bscoop, you're gonna love this. I mean,
What?
first of all, there was nobody there, and number two, one time, they get the video. They've got I don't know who was broadcasting it. I guess Fox News,
I
but
guess. I don't even know.
and well, some of these conservative streaming sites,
Which is
whatever.
fine. You have to have it, I suppose.
But they have a tank rolling down the street. There's no clapping. There's no sound. You hear the squeaking of the wheels of the tank.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have to go look then.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing you're going to see it if you get back online tomorrow or whatever. It's like the perfect symbolism.
Well,
Squeak, squeak.
did you see it's going to cost a few million? I think around 18 just to fix the streets now.
Oh yeah. Well, and they tried to tell him that. They said the tanks and everything can't be coming down the streets. And he said, "Yeah, but Kim Jong Il does it."
Have you seen where Kim is? Yeah, it's all dirt roads.
I think I got to take my allergy pill.
Oh, see. Kimmy does it. What's this? What's this this Pee Wee match with?
You hear the squeaking, Bscoop?
Yeah, what's that?
That's the tank. That's the tank.
Yeah, it sounds like a glamorous event.
Embarrassing.
I really do hope those were paid actors because before we did a live, I did briefly look at a few lives before we were live today, and I have to say these were all who supporters, T supporters, and they all were saying, "Oh, that was embarrassing," or "I didn't watch," and one of them said, "To me, it looked like paid actors."
Yeah. Well,
I said, yeah, well, whatever one of those options is out of the 5 things that you all said, I want to say it sounds like it was a big stinkeroonie.
big stinkeroonie. He wanted submarines too, and they were saying, "Sir,
Submarine! What's in the water?
Sir, we can't drag the submarines down the road."
Do you know what a submarine is?
Sir.
I want him. He doesn't understand the word no. We need to bring back basic comprehension what the word yes means and what no means.
Yeah. There was another video. I don't know if you saw it because you've been offline, but Tulsi Gabbard, she's the
What'd she do?
Oh, she released this crazy video. She sounded like Alex Jones saying, "Oh, these rich people have nuclear fallout shelters, but you don't."
Well, we've known that for decades. That's nothing new. Even if it is true, they can have them. I'm going down.
Because she's saying we're closer to that sort of scenario than we've ever been.
Well, come what may.
Let's see if I can show this video here. Hold on.
Don't get copyrighted.
Yeah.
That's my other gripe with this app. For all the crap and wording they allow for people to say, they don't allow someone to replay this from their own. Look at that mug. That's not him. That's a double.
Miserable.
In 1914,
Look at it.
It's boring. It's boring.
Maybe he's taking a dump.
He's probably saying this isn't what I thought it would be.
No, of course not. He thought it was going to be millions of people there. Nobody showed up.
It's embarrassing.
A complete embarrassment.
Where are all the people from January 6th? Have them go to it.
Yeah, where were they?
Where were they? Come on, were they deported? He should have hired some Mexicans. Oh, that's the bad man. That's the bad man.
Nobody's gonna rain on my parade.
All right on my parade.
You know, speaking of copyright and all that, when we did that Google Meet thing that was on YouTube, did I tell you this?
Yeah.
They made me take out the whole Apple section that we were commenting on. And what was the other one? I don't remember. There were two.
There were two things you did say that I remember, and I thought it was ridiculous.
But that's all right.
I mean, I could see if you were monetizing and making some money. I mean, my word, but
I know, I don't have that many followers on YouTube. I never really focused on these
they
things.
do know if you have a follower. They know.
But I was a professional broadcaster, and I'll tell you that
Well, maybe they know that though. They might know that though.
No, I don't know. But I was monetized years ago. And the thing is, though, is that when I would do like an art segment on the radio, I would say, well, we got to now direct them to the website, my website, or my website on the station website that would also lead them to my YouTube or whatever, right? Right. That's normal. Well, they fought me tooth and nail. You're promoting yourself. I mean, it's just... He was very Trumpish, this guy. Like, I'll never forget, he had, when social media was first coming online, I mean, really, this was like right at the beginning. And he had his managers type up like this 15-page thing of what we can and can't do online. And I said, who the hell's going to enforce this? They're going to monitor all of our social media?
Right.
Papers, please. And we had to sign it. And I said, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
John Doe.
Aren't they lovely?
Nobody's going to rain on her parade. Look at her.
Never.
Look at her. She's so proud of her parade.
Parade. Not a no statement today, huh? From Queen Mary there?
Well, I haven't really been...
Yeah. Well, probably still waking up from the excitement of the whole thing.
Yes.
Pretty much.
There he is. There she is,
folks.
I gotta take my allergy pill time.
Oh, take care, pill.
Look at him. Crying like a baby. You know what's funny? Do I have the iPhotos? They should be syncing. The photo albums should be syncing because I got a lot of stuff.
Oh, really?
Let me see. Ugh. I tried to update the iPad to the beta, and it needs like 17 gigs of free space. I said, oh, God.
Oh, these things want space. It's terrible. And listen, the new iPhones they better just start with 1 terabyte. I mean, honestly, what's this 128, 256?
Well, especially since they take so much space for their operating system.
It's just it. It's just, oh my God. We've talked about this before. I don't mean to go on. Right on my parade.
He's calling his favorite...
Ela. What are they up to? Are they best buds? What's the latest? I don't even know. I don't care.
Well, Elon, I don't know. I cannot verify this, but I think somewhere along the line they got to Elon and he said, oh, I may have gone a little too far with the things I said about Papa Trump. Excuse me.
that Coke? What do you think?
What's
Damn.
that? I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, some people did say it was all baloney anyway, the feud.
Well, of course they're going to say that. They don't want to believe anything about their Führer.
True. True.
I did send you a good guy, Public Enlightenment. This guy's doing good work. He's like me. He's not like yelling and debating. He's doing like trying to teach people media literacy, fact-based content. But he's a comedian too, so it's funny.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's Public Enlightenment. I think I sent one to you. We send a lot of shit to each other.
Wait,
but
did you send it on
I
this
think it
app?
was on TikTok. Yeah, because that's what he is.
Oh, I'll have to go check my messages on here then.
Oh, I'm having my International Delight iced coffee, mocha.
Oh,
Maybe that'll wake me up.
it sounds delightful.
Let's see. It's only got 50% of my daily sugar intake, so
Oh, that's good.
I'll be flying.
Wow, you'll be flying right out the door.
Oh God.
Wow.
What's the weather today? Let's ask what's her name? Alexa, what's the weather today?
I thought it was cold.
Marky. The current weather is 62 degrees Fahrenheit,
Oh.
mostly
Oh,
sunny.
not bad. Okay, it's warmer.
You can look for just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of
What?
52 degrees.
53 with some clouds tonight. That's cold.
Oh, that is cold. Yeah, it was cold last night. I had to shut all the windows. I said, whoa.
Yeah. I know. Even when I picked you up, I think I had the heat on.
It was freezing. I was like, whoa. Yikes. But now I think this week, though, we might be looking at 90 degrees. 9
Oh, perfect. I get it. You don't have an extra air conditioner, do you?
I don't. No, I'll look. Do you need one? I will look.
Well, because
may have one.
Janice only has one here. She had
Oh,
a second one that was leaking last year. So she's going to be in Maine, so it does me no good. So
You're going to be hot. You need it.
well, there's only one in the bedroom, so I got to stay in the bedroom because it doesn't really cool the whole house. So I've been looking for like a used one on the marketplace.
Okay.
But
Let me check upstairs. I don't know if that's still there. We did have one. I don't know if it's on the premise, though. But I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, it might be like 10 years old.
yeah, I do have like one of those portable ones down in by the Cape. But
Can you grab it? I mean,
well, I'm thinking about it, but I'm also thinking about what I
Wow.
what I
Well,
might
you're
use
gonna
when I'm back there, you know.
I know.
So
You're going to
because
need it.
it's heavy, but I'm
Well,
trying to-
yeah, you're right. I mean, you're going to need it, though.
you know what? Wait a minute.
That's if the forecast is correct.
Well, it's hot in here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, those places.
You know, my
are so
father
cold.
had one. I don't know if it was just a dehumidifier or if it was an AC
Oh,
that I think I have.
okay.
I might have to make a trip down there.
Hmm.
Oh, I need some more sugar. I mean, coffee. I mean, whatever.
A little bit of both.
International Delight.
International light, do it.
I might as well try it. I'm always going to Dunkin' Donuts, as you know.
You love the donkeys.
So I said, let me have something here in the house.
Love the donkeys.
God.
I
I need
you know what? I'm so proud of myself because that was perfect time last night, I thought.
Yes.
Coming home.
Yes. I mean, honestly, like the fact that I was just like, where was I? Where the hell was I? Brookline or something? I don't know. I wasn't that
That
far
was
away.
amazing. My cutoff time was going to be close to 8 anyway, though, because I knew I got to get up early days anyway. So,
Oh, I see.
oh yeah.
Oh God, I mean, like a
We
pig.
should go there though sometime.
Absolutely.
Doesn't have to
I'd
be
love
We'll
'Cause
get a meal. We'll get food there.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever eaten there. I've only
You
been in
might
there.
like it there. I used to get a delicious chicken finger dish, and it was yummy. But I know what we could get that you'd love too is their nachos. Oh, so yummy. It would be just so nice and cozy, and we'll have to do that. We'll have to go sometime because I like it there better than where I took you at, what was it, D-Bar, I think it was?
Yeah.
I thought their burger was just okay at D-Bar. I wasn't that impressed with it.
Oh, what did I have? I thought
You had the soup because I think it was really just an impromptu thing too.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how we are. We're
Yeah,
two of
I
us are
know.
very impromptu.
It's hard to kind of plan, I feel like now, even with myself, because I feel like I'm in just a different place in my life.
Yeah. I mean, I've always kind of been this way, to be honest with you.
Really? Okay.
Because I was an only child, I just did whatever I want, whenever.
Yeah.
Even as I got older, I would tell people.
I'm like an only adult because I always used to have someone. Now I'm learning to, and that, I wanted to say to you, and I guess I can say it here. I'm proud of myself because last night I actually proved something to myself
Yeah.
that
And
I can actually go out and enjoy being with just myself.
yeah.
And it was really refreshing for me. And it was really kind of nice. Or it could have just been the fact that, oh my God, I don't have to do a shitting thing and I can just sit here and listen to this music. But I actually talked to a lot of nice people. So I like going there though because it's all age groups. It's not the regular crowd. It's people my age that are there.
Yeah.
It's very friendly people that on that day there.
Yeah. It's not kids and
No,
foolish.
it's not 20 somethings. It's not like,
Yes.
That's why I was glad I went because I did have fun last year when I had gone. I had gone with a few people I had known, and that was nice. But this year, people move on. It, can't keep on.
Yeah. Things change.
It happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I did see somebody that I used to hang out with, but they were a pain in the ass. At the end, it's trouble that I got rid of years ago, though, like 7-8 years ago.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And still the same. It's amazing to see how some people just don't evolve or grow.
Yep.
And I was just like, wait a minute, you're still stuck on that from almost a decade ago? What the heck? Like, oh my God.
Yep.
What torture. And I'm glad it happened near the end of my evening because I said, well, I'm getting ready to get out of here anyway because I had my fill.
Yeah. Yep. That's when you're getting older, when you can kind of handle all that shit, And
Yeah.
it's great.
You're getting older when even security doesn't even barely look at your ID.
I know.
I kid you not, I'm in that line. He took everyone's ID and put it through the thing. This machine. He gets to me, takes my ID, hands it back, and says, "You're all right, mister."
Yep.
I went, oh.
Yep. I stopped in there one time just for a pit stop. He was in the men's room. And it was a similar thing. There wasn't a line, but he didn't even. I attempted to give him the ID. He goes,
I know.
You're all set.
You're all set. And I mean, he's completely miserable because he's got like people's bags he's holding on to outside that no one can bring in.
Oh,
He's probably on his 10th hour of no break. I'm thinking, oh, what an awful job he must have.
I know.
These assholes he's got to deal with. But no, we'll have to go. It'll be yummy. I think you'll like the food.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
something on the menu you would like.
Oh, I always find something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to always get their nachos. I did that a year ago. It was delicious. But yeah.
Do you like this picture, by the way?
Let me look. Oh! Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Papers, please.
Papers, please. Papers, please. It's time to move forward. That should be someone's slogan. Forward.
Speaking of the Apple event, I downloaded
Yeah.
the beta and all that. But people, you and I were talking about the
Right.
design because I have that liquid glass look.
I wasn't
And they
impressed.
said, well, I don't know. People are so funny because they're like, oh, Apple, the designers are the best in the world and this and that. And then somebody posted this picture I'm going to put up here. Remember this? They still make this.
Come on.
Do you know this is a real thing?
Oh, no. Come
I
on.
have one of these. I said, how in the world did Apple make this? Because you can't use it if it's with the cord, obviously. That's the bottom of the mouse. Now, the keyboard, the rechargeable keyboard, you can just plug it in
Right.
and it'll charge and you can still use it. But the mouse looks like this.
Ridiculous. Go
And
figure.
it's still, I don't understand it. And then look at this. Let's see if this comes up.
That's
JFK looks like this. RFK.
Wait, that's the guy I made out with last night.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I have you under surveillance.
Wait a minute. How'd you get this surveillance footage of me dressed as celery? Wait, that's the one that made out with Kathy last night.
I thought maybe this was more your type.
Oh yes. I met that type too.
Stephen Miller. He's awful.
Oh, there's my type.
Ah.
Big diapers. I'm into diaper play. Ah. Goo goo. Gaga. Goo goo.
It's funny you say that. I saw a young guy on Twitter, I think it was, who was into that. I was like, what is that all about? I mean, whatever you
Ew. Have you been propositioned to do that?
No.
I never have. Thank goodness. I'd say no.
Never.
No.
Oh, I like this picture I
What's
found.
that on? Poopy.com, I'd say. That kind of play.
Oh my God.
Stinky.com.
I hate to it's not like a shame thing, but
No.
I don't understand.
It's a little much for me.
You like this cat?
Yeah, did you make that through AI?
No, it looks like AI, but I just saw it on Twitter. I just grabbed it. Oh, this is the guy on here who does the tarot card readings. He was on TV in the parade yesterday.
Wait a
Look
minute.
at him.
Oh, doing a reading dance. See, look.
Yeah.
Oh, la 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 la.
Can you believe this guy? I
I can believe it. Look at him walking.
Yeah, and dancing.
Who is it, Dorothy?
There's
another parade goer.
Yep, celebrating.
We all kinds are welcome.
I have the most spectacular pictures.
They were out. This person right here was out of the event.
Look at it. Here's all the people at Trump's event.
Wow, black people out in droves.
Remember when he took the Sharpie on the hurricane? The President of the United States. Now look at this is my car from Florida during Pride.
Do that and put your name in bold print and drive right through the city.
Is that the cutest little thing you ever saw? Get it on Amazon.
I like that. How'd you do that?
Amazon.
Yeah,
It's very cheap, and
Really?
it just clips underneath the hood.
Wow.
And it's cute as a button.
It sure is. You still have that?
I do, but I don't know where it is.
Oh,
I might know where it is. I'm not sure.
wow.
My
That's
mind.
amazing. You could be boopering.
Well, now that you say that, I'm going to look it up. Maybe I can print my own.
I'd
My
be
own.
Promote yourself.
By the way, nobody took I did have my post up for the LGBT quaxy idea that I had.
Oh yeah.
I had it posted, but nobody understood it.
Oh, they didn't.
No, they were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh,
Well, yes, people are. Well, listen, what's happening right now, even those educated enough to hear the voice of reason, there's so much screaming, so much discourse, and so much anger. Now's not the time. I think catchy things are going over people's heads,
yeah,
even for the most intelligent of intelligent people.
yeah,"
I
because
think yeah.
we're all on guard, so to
Yeah,
speak.
hell, look at me. I don't even know what the hell's been going on for 5 friggin' days because I just refused to look. I was so distraught. Just, oh.
I know, and I understand it. I
So I
understand
can
it.
see why maybe it didn't go. I think it could be the timing because it's genius idea.
Well, I also didn't want to because you get when you're advertising these things on different websites, they don't really want advertisements. You know my drift. You
Yeah,
get
I
my
know what you're saying. Yeah.
so maybe that was part of it. Maybe I should actually. I don't even know how much or how you would do that, but anyway,
I don't know. I'm all for self promotion, though. I think it's wonderful. I think people should do it. I don't think,
mm,
I don't know. Or heck, give it to me. I'll advertise it.
mm.
Yeah.
I think I need another dose of that stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel I don't know bloated or something.
Did you take a move? Did you have a nice movement? Or
Not yet. Not,
oh, that's why.
no,
You
I mean I
know,
think I did yesterday. I don't
it's
remember.
funny. I always say, and it's funny. Like if I'm not in a great mood or feeling off too, I always say, did you have a really good cleanseful, cleaned out movement?
Yeah.
And it's usually that's the case. I haven't had a full movement down there, and
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
because think of all it really does impact us. We don't realize. Yeah.
This is a classic. Oh, it doesn't fit anymore.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Boop, 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 boop. Look how bright it is outside.
I can't really see the outside.
I
I'm
just have
locked in the
one
basement.
window. Um.
Oh,
Oh, I
I
love
hate
that.
that these don't resize.
See, like I used to just have that going in the lot and just hit live. And
Mm,
the other thing I don't like is now you have to stand by the live and prove you're a human.
yes.
And that kind of aggravates me too because it used to be nice because I used to love just promoting our marquee
Yeah.
and having that up. And then, of course, you'd have people come in asking for may I have some coal? Guess what? You can shut that off now on here because I did do a live just to see a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to see what had changed on the platform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was fooling around with it, and I think you can shut stuff like that off. But I didn't do like a live. I just did a live to see what the lives are like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I do like all that. I do like to see the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm curious to see, and I'd love to host, host the platform for someone if someone had like a thing, You would too, though. I think you like to do that,
Yeah, I do.
you know.
I'm looking at my pictures.
Boop, 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 boop. I know. I mean, and I've been thinking, now that I'm thinking, I should try to think of something maybe that I'm passionate about to talk about if I ever think of it. And you know what I just thought of? I could even always just record something.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know, just whatever. Just record a 20, 30-minute segment and just hit live and just hit replay and have the audio go through.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't.
That's true.
I don't know. Just saying. But again, that takes energy, time, and I suppose some editing. I'm sure if you're going to, fine tune it.
Well, I did think of, I think I mentioned this before, but the Chat GPT,
Mm-hmm.
I asked it in radio terms to prepare a rundown of a radio show about, I think it might have even been the Tonys. I just did it for an example.
Right.
We were going to do it. I think that was part of it. And so I said a 2-person show and give me, all these bullet points. And it did do a pretty good job, I got to say. It was like 3 pages of stuff. And, I didn't really go through it line by line because, some of this AI gets things
I've noticed.
Wrong. But I said it's interesting with this Chat GPT and the AI. You got to be very particular with the way you ask the question. And so, yes, if you say, you Bscoop, say to Chat GPT, prepare me a rundown of whatever the topic is with bullet points or whatever, word it precisely and then see the result. And that's a lot of how we do radio. Sometimes things are scripted. Like if you're going to open the show, you may write a 30-second open. Hi, everybody. Today in the show, and in reading, we're going to have Joe Smith on in the 3rd segment, and the mayor will be here at 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Even GBH, if you watch their YouTube channel, you can see sometimes they read some of those things because it's just easier that way. And so, that's how you do it.
But my thing is, and I like all that. My only concern is with this app. But I mean, I've been saying this since they came back from that blackout. This is really, to me, and every time I go on, it's just noise. It's like, I don't know what happened, but it's become this screaming platform of just these scream debates. This large echo chamber. Not every live is that way.
No.
I'm just saying it's interesting to see how it was this great creative platform and a great platform for people like you with look at all your talent you have. It's like, I don't know how to say this, but it's just like, it's hard. I feel like it's hard to I don't know. People they want erratic. They want an uneducated, loose cannon.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Something not polished.
Yep, I get it. I do.
You know what I'm saying? And that is what's winning, like I see. And it's just like, okay. I mean, that's fine. Everyone's going to have that.